Okay, so good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you all to today's webinar on navigating the post-pandemic real estate market, trends and changes. The real estate landscape has undergone significant shifts in recent years, and understanding these changes is crucial for buyers, sellers, and investors alike. Today, we are joined by Mr. Manoj Agarwal, the MD and founder of Agarwal Estates. With over 12 years of experience in real estate and 20 years in IT in the US, he has been instrumental in transforming the way people perceive real estate transactions in India. His unwavering commitment to trust, transparency, and empowering clients has made Agarwal Estates a trusted name in the resale market. We are thrilled to have him here to answer your questions and share his insights. So here's how today's session will flow. We'll begin with a short overview of the post-pandemic real estate market, followed by the challenges, opportunities, and future trends. You can ask questions at any time during the presentation by either unmuting yourself or typing your questions in the chat box. The session will last for approximately 45 minutes and we'll wrap with key takeaways. So without further ado, let's get started.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for being here on a Sunday morning. I'll go fast with my slides so that we can invest more times in Q&A. So most of us know, right, if you look at the Bangalore market from 2015 till 2020, the Bangalore market was quite dull. There was hardly an appreciation of 3 to 4% per annum, whereas the rest of the India was growing much faster than that. And post the pandemic, right, the Bangalore market grew by at least 50% in general in next 2, 3, 4 years. So this is what we'll discuss today. What was the past, what happened in recent past, and what the future hold for us. A lot of time customer would ask me, is it the right time to invest in real estate? Right? So I thought, why not have this webinar and discuss about the entire journey about when to invest, why to invest, and when to exit. So next slide, please. This we all aware, right? During Corona, what happened actually? There was a price dip during Corona because everybody got scared across the world, including me, right? The construction workers went back to their hometown. Builder had financial issues. People were scared about the job. Small-time businessmen, they're worried about how long they'll survive. So the outcome was a lot of panic. Combined with lockdown, financial challenges, right? Things not moving. So there was a dip briefly for a period of 6 months when the Corona thing happened. It's past, so let's move forward. Next slide. But there is a saying in Hindi, Aapda mein avsar. Every crisis offers us an opportunity. And the real estate industry is known to be the laggard in terms of adoption of technology. Even though I come from 20 years of IT background, I myself slowed down in IT investment in my own company. Forget what other side. Even when developers, builders, there was a mindset why to unnecessarily spend money on the IT. But Corona forced us to change the thought process. A lot of startup in PropTech world come up at that point of time. Virtual tour become very, very popular. Every now and then I will hear on the news, right? So many houses were booked during the virtual tour. So many startup came up, a lot of IT CRM tool came up. So, and then the builder also realized there was also a concept that work from home is not possible in real estate. So that trend also started, right? And all those things happened for good actually. This was good for the industry. And then a lot of investors saw this is an opportunity actually with slight dip, market down, right? So a lot of people, I have seen a lot of money from FIs that moved to India at the time and they started putting money on the real estate. At the same time, government also realized that this real estate is the second largest industry in India in terms of employment as well and GDP as well. So government also at that point of time reduced the stamp duty temporarily. Income tax also gives some benefit of that up to 20% of the government guidance value. It can be reduced. So a lot of incentives were offered by the government, by the state government, central government, and the price were down. One more thing happened at time, right? For 2 years almost, most of the people stayed back home. So what happened? Their cost went down significantly. People went back to with their parents. So one kitchen started, wastage of food stopped, outing have stopped, shopping stopped. And at that time, because of sudden demand in the IT, the pay hike of the employee also shoot up. So all of a sudden in those 2 year period, right? One, your saving become very high for two reasons. One, higher pay. Second, low expenses. Third most important thing, in Bangalore, most of the people in IT world are from out of India, different part of the country. There was a tendency among all of them that they will go back to their hometown, either Delhi or Mumbai or Gurgaon, right? During Corona, they realized that Bangalore is their home. So far they're postponing the purchase of buying a house. Now they thought, no, the time has come now to get settled. And they took a decision, right? In Bangalore, they won't move out of it. They like Bangalore, they love Bangalore, right? And the better fact also is it's not so easy at this age, where both are working couple, to stay with the parents also. So that buying spree started in Bangalore. People who were reluctant postponing, they started buying the houses. Next slide. One more thing happened at the same time, because a lot of people were working from home. Your schools, children's education, spouse, both the spouse working, right? So there was a need for more number of rooms. Before Corona, 2 BHK was the hottest property in Bangalore. Anytime 2 BHK come for sale or rent, we would tell the customer it was booked yesterday. It was that much in demand. Now all of a sudden, the demand for 3 or 4 BHK shot up. People staying in 2 BHK, they want 3 BHK. Those who want 3 BHK, they want 4 BHK. The main reason being they need one extra space now, right? So that they can work from home. So there's a need for all of a sudden for a separate room. Also, people realized that look, no point staying in the city doing work from home, right? The traffic also went down. So a lot of demand came up, slightly remote areas as well. People started shifting to villa or larger complexes. So all of a sudden, the shift in buyer has happened. 2 BHK become 3 BHK, 3 BHK become 4 BHK. And earlier, people were reluctant to move out of the city, right? They started buying homes 10, 20 kilometers away from the office. The logic behind was they don't have to commute every single day to work. And even if they commute, because of less number of people, lockdown, work from home, right? The traffic was much less. And of course, the price was also cheap there, right? Next. Okay. Right now, if you look at the emerging trends, so I always keep an eye. I read a book a long time back called Who Moved My Cheese? Change happens slowly, slowly, slowly. And we typically take up a call when a major impact happens because of those small, small changes. So for last 6 months, I've been very, very cautious about the current trend of last 2, 3 years in real estate market. 6 months ago, there was a company, a wealth management company in Bangalore called BKC Security. So I had a webinar with them as well, and I have shared my concern at the time also. Whatever reason I have mentioned so far of the consumer putting the money to buy a home or investor investing the money, does it still make sense? And how long people can keep on buying the houses, right? Some of the things which we all were expecting did not happen. The home loan rate. Home loan from 6.5% went up to 8.5, 8.6%. So 2% hike in last 2-3 years in the home loan, right? That also impacts your sale. Second part, rental market stabilization. When all of a sudden people start coming back from their home, right? The rental demand again shoot up and the rent went up by almost 50%. So during Corona, rental market went down, but when they come back, like everybody wanted a house, there's no supply. So a lot of people thought of paying such a high premium to rent it out, right? At the same price, they can take a bank loan and get a house. Now rental market is also stabilized. Now property price also have been, the whole. If I look at the last month data in Bangalore, the home loan disbursement rate went down by massive 39%. Of course, there are reasons for it because of e-Khata also. The government has taken a call in the state of Karnataka not to register any property without proper e-Khata documentation. That has also impacted the home loan disbursement. But besides that, 39% is huge number. Something is going right. Rental market stabilized, so people were thinking, and the price shot up by 50%, right? In home loan, so there are two major drawbacks. Builder also increased the price, and there's something called FOMO, right? Everybody was running behind to book a house, and there's a fear of they may move out. And when people take decision emotions, logic does not work. But after a period of time, people start thinking, is it worth buying at this price? This is where the slowdown started happening basically. Next slide. Now, Bangalore still offers the highest rental yield in the country. If you look at Delhi, kind of cheapest, Calcutta, kind of cheapest, Bombay slightly better. In general, 2% rental income from rest of the country. Bangalore historically is offering 3 to 4% of the rental income. That trend is still continuing. Secondly, in Bangalore market, what has happened? A lot of co-living places come up with very good infrastructure and amenities. So there also the rent has gone up significantly. There is an increased demand for affordable housing because of the PMI scheme as well. And somehow, for good reasons, affordable housing prices not gone up that high. Still, there is a demand. There is also a pressure from the government, one, to implement RERA, which is being done right now. Also, recent Supreme Court ruling also, right? Government is now forcing the developer to get the proper OC and forcing the government also before they hand over the meter transfer, water connection, make sure builder has done the proper documentation. So all those things are happening, which is good for the industry, good for the country as well. Next slide, please. This is very interesting. Shift to urban and tier 2 markets. So a lot of company are still doing work from home. So people who went back to tier 2 cities, right, with their parents, they are enjoying their life. Cost of living plus homely food, whatever you call it, right? And still that trend, in my opinion, will continue. And a lot of them, what they have done, they have found something locally. What people have realized, if they stay in Bangalore for higher pay, after taxes and rental and this is right, how much is the net saving? Not much actually. So in tier 2 city, even with the lower income, the net saving is not impacted, but better quality of life. That's a new trend which is started in India as well. One more good thing for Indian real estate, NRIs still invest in real estate in India. The strong dollar is also helping them in terms of what to buy the house. Very interesting, luxury housing growth. Before Corona, in Bangalore market, luxury housing or high-end apartments were not much in demand. Now, post-Corona, this sector has not yet taken a hit. And I also feel personally, because of the rise in the stock market prices, people have made money, salary hike, people have made money. And typically those who have got a lot of money, right, they also don't get impacted much by the economic slowdown or other factors. And people have realized during Corona कि बोलते ना जिंदगी का नहीं कोई ठिकाना. So they think today instead of saving money, let's live life basically, right? So this sector is still booming basically. Uh, Last year, almost I would say, if the data is correct, around 53 houses were sold, apartments above 40 crores. This year, it's already 59 houses got sold across India above 40 crores. And couple of deals have happened above 100 crore also. So I still feel that this housing for the luxury and apartments will continue to grow. Next. I think we already discussed about decline hormone disbursement. Couple of things which I wanted to highlight here. Introduction of the 80-20 scheme. Almost a month ago, it came to my attention. Two builders came out with a subvention scheme that you pay 20% down payment now, 80% of the payment you can do at the time of possession. So a lot of people think as a home buyer, it's a pretty good offer for them. But being in the real estate and being an advisor and being honest to my heart, so typically if builder is offering something as good as the right, that means builder is also able to foresee the slowdown which is coming. There was a report yesterday itself by Money Control that overall housing launch has been gone down by 26% last quarter. That's a significant dip actually. And if you look at the balance sheet of some of the top builder, the revenue from quarter to quarter of last year has not gone much up, 2-3% here and there basically. Even if you look at the stock market also, it has not done well so far in last 6, 7, 8 months. So that also lead to a stable market. Now what I predict could be anybody's guess, but as of now, whatever I know and apply my wisdom, the housing prices in Bangalore will continue at the current level. I don't see much immediate appreciations. So investors should be cautious at this point of time to buy houses as an investment tool. But if you want to buy a house for your own stay, any time is a good time. Still, it is a very good time in case of Bangalore. Because if you look at the last 15 years, housing market in Bangalore is quite dull. So still I feel that for your own use, the property price in Bangalore are still cheap compared to the rest of the country. The quality of construction is good, amenities are good, price is good, jobs is good, weather is good. So there are so many factors going well for Bangalore. About rest of the country, I cannot comment or predict. I don't have the domain knowledge. Any questions so far? Anybody? I'll take a pause. Go ahead, Pooja, next slide. So what we have done basically, since the market trend, right, no matter which channel you open, which ad you open, right, everybody is recommending to invest in real estate. And I can call myself outlier, right? Since I have a different opinion for last 6 months, I thought whatever I share, I have shared some of the links or news which I have read recently and which I put in this slide as well. When watching for last 6 months, and even for us as a company also, right, the number of leads is going down. Earlier, if one house has come up, same day I would have 3 buyers who wants to buy. Now, if I've got one house has come up, of course I'm getting one buyer who wants to buy immediately, but no 3 buyers. If 3 buyers come, then what happens? They start bidding with each other. Now the bidding is stopped. So in the last 6 months, price has not actually appreciated. It has remained stable. And I feel continue like this trend will continue. It may get some minor correction, 1, 2, 4, 5%, not beyond that. But as far as builders are concerned, expect more freebies from the builder because they have increased the price significantly in last 2, 3 years. Recently, I saw one, like not recently, yesterday, I was doing some YouTube and one of the prime builder of Bangalore, a prime project, YouTube video come up as a sponsored advertisement. To me, it's a red flag because that builder was famous for selling all his inventories in just 3 business days. And this project is out for more than 6 months now. I think Amit has a question. Go ahead, Amit.
Yeah, hi, thanks for this opportunity. So I wanted to ask, like in last 2, 3 years after the pandemic, whatever new sales have happened, I agree a lot of that has been for end use. But in my near circle, I have seen people have bought second, third, fourth houses as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, all those properties are under construction right now.
Mm-hmm.
Slotted to be delivered sometime in 27 and 28. So what do you think at that point of time when the inventory will come, when they will be handed over, there will be a huge supply in the market. So I want to understand that scenario.
See, people, it all see, timing is everything, right? So if they have purchased 2 years ago, when the price was in the range of 8,000 rupees, now
Right.
average price is 12,000 rupees. In my opinion, there will be enough buyer who wants to buy for their own home use also, right? Builders are already under pressure now and they're unable to sell at 12,000 rupees per their quoting, right? Average price. So if builders are able to see the heat, definitely price will come down slowly. Those who will get the delivery in 3, 4 years timeline, they will still have the buyer in the market who want to buy for the home use. Will they make money? Most likely, yes. The reason being they bought at a much lower price, right? So in 3, 4 years, they still should be able to make quite good amount of money. But if somebody is putting money now or on the tail end of the investment, right, in last 1 year, I seriously doubt whether they will make any money or not. See, a lot of time people compare real estate investment in India compared to US. People need to understand in US, now of course home loan rate is high there. Historically, home loan interest in US is 3%. Rental income in US is 5 to 6%. Property tax and other expenses 2 to 3%. So from day one, the investor is break even. Whatever he is paying and whatever rental income is getting, right? Net output is zero from his pocket. He has to pay 20%, 10% down payment to buy a house. And after 20, 30 years, the house will be of the investor. If you look at the Indian market, the home loan interest rate historically 8 to 9%. Rental yield 2 to 3%. So there is a net deficit of 6% per annum. Where will you get that money from, right? So because of high inflation rate also, a housing price will typically go up by 6 to 8%, 9% per annum. So people make money because of the inflation in India, right? And plus, I won't say inflation in India because of the appreciation which we get per year, 6 to 9%. Whereas in US, the average appreciation is 2 to 3% per year. So two different markets. So I still feel the people who are bought lately, they won't make much money out of it. Like say earning 8.5% like home loan interest income, right? Plus other expenses, interior, delay, stamp duty, restaurant, brokerage charges. I am doubtful if they make any money basically. But they'll get buyer, home buyer will come still. Huge demand in Bangalore still for the home buyer.
Yeah, thanks. So what I can understand is that it will get plateaued.
Yes. See, next 6 months, 1 year, if my predictions are correct, right, you will see the symptom. 80/20 scheme, one-time offer, something news you will get, right? Those are indications. Go ahead. I think MK sir had some questions.
Hi, thank you very much. While the general market you talked about is going through stabilization, are there specific pockets within Bangalore that can still continue to yield in the short future, and we should look at micro markets as opposed to Bangalore market in general?
Okay, so right now, if you look at the media news and all those things, Bangalore North is the buzzword, right? Because of the airport and blah blah blah. I have a different opinion. I still feel East Bangalore will have an edge because if you look at this Marthali area where I stay currently, 5 kilometer on my left, 5 kilometer on my right, on the outer ring road, world's all the top 100 companies are there. This area still have the best of the best infrastructure in terms of schools, hospitals, shopping mall, grocery store, entertainment, you name it, they have it. So I still feel this area will continue to grow. Still in this area, many apartments are available on resale market. Many apartments will get over in the next 6 months to 1 year. So for home purpose, anytime a good buy. If something is to appreciate, it will deflate. Now, one more thing I missed, metro. So right now, the metro construction is in full swing in this area. Hopefully by end of this year or next year, metro should be functional. Once that comes up, the traffic issues on this area will come down significantly. Because this ITPL metro coming up, right? I have seen already traffic going down. Once metro network comes on the outer ring road, right? It has got everything except the traffic issue right now. That will be solved. This area I still feel huge potential. Bangalore North upcoming answer is yes, but not at this price actually. What has happened because of marketing high, builders, marketing muscles and people's assumption also, it's an airport is nearby, so price should go up. But price has already gone up. By making all this high, builder has already made the price high. So I doubt it that we're able to make much money out of it basically. We find it difficult actually to sell a property on resale market on those areas. But East Bangalore, it goes fast.
We have one more question from Mr. Sanjeev Kapoor. What
Yeah,
is
go
the
ahead,
right
Sanjeev.
time of buying a flat or a land or a villa? And which part of Bangalore or Karnataka, east or south, for rental income purposes?
See, for rental income purpose, buying an apartment is not a great idea. For rental income purpose, always go with the commercial real estate investment. You on average get 6 to 8% rental yield. Plus, as a home, as an investor, he doesn't have to worry about the interior of the property. The tenant will do it. He does not have to worry about paying the maintenance of the property. Tenant will do it. On average, 5% appreciation. Long-term lease, good tenant. So this is where we always advise for rental it, go with the commercial property. Now coming back, apartment, villa, or these things. The best time to buy an apartment is way before pre-launch actually. When builder comes out with an idea, when buy the land, they will have they'll reach out to investors to put some money. So at that time they get 20 to 30% discount of the market rate. That is best time, number one. Number two, land, right? Bangalore land price is still much cheaper compared to rest of the India. People in Bangalore thinks the price has gone up so much recently, right? Bangalore, trust me, it's seriously underpriced in terms of land prices. Go to not too far, go to Chennai, Coimbatore, Calcutta, Guwahati, right? I've been to those places. The land price is way more expensive there compared to Bangalore. At any point of time, if you get a good land legally verified, you can buy land remotely also. This is the time to buy land also. Lot of NRI investor money is coming on the land itself. Big player, big builder, they always buy land first. Lot of development infrastructure needs land, right? And it's limited. So any time is a good time to buy the land actually. Even today is very, very good time. Villa is for enjoyment. Live life. King size. Villa should not be a source of rental income. The amount of money which you put, again, rental income come down to 2-3% only. And it takes much longer to get a tenant in case of villa. So the best is land or commercial property.
So following
So,
on this, I have got a question related to land. So
okay.
I typically feel that land is a risky asset. The reason being, till the time land does not appreciate in the value, it is yours. But when it becomes 4x, 5x, 10x, then there are a lot of local guys who come over and who they. So how can we fence this kind of a risk?
So in case of Bangalore, we are lucky. I watched the movie Khosla Ka Khosla long back. That happens
That
in
is a typical.
certain part of the country, but not so common in southern part of India, as per my experience. It happens everywhere, but very, very safe. Very rare actually. You have the legal document ownership, right? Safe investment. Sapnil, please go ahead. You had some question.
Yeah, hi, thanks. Just following up the question on the land part, couple of follow-ups. One is, which part of Bangalore do you see the best for a land investment point of view? South, east, north? North as in north of airport itself. How is that? And second, between agriculture or residential land, what's your view on this? And there are few managed farmland opportunities for coffee or sandalwood and mango and things like that that have come up. Any idea on that if those are a good investment ideas?
So first of all, if you look at North Bangalore, is a good place to invest for land. Answer is yes. If you look at Narsapura, Mallur, Hoskote area, answer is yes. See, at the end of the day, we need to keep in mind the appreciation comes not from the investor but from the end consumer. If the infrastructure is coming up, jobs are coming up, right? People will move, price will go up. Very simple. So simple couple of example in North Bangalore, right? Lot of effort by the government to develop infrastructure. KIDB land is coming up, right? Hoskote, all Nagasod is coming up now. Lot of industries are there. So these two area will definitely go up. Hoskote area, Narsapur Road area, and North Bangalore in terms of location in Bangalore. Coming back to your question on agriculture and residential, both have got huge potential. In my opinion, agricultural land has got more potential because it's seriously underpriced. You can still buy like 4 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 rupees per acre, and residential 50 lakhs to 1 crore. If you can buy something from the main highway, right, 2, 3, 4 kilometers inside, it's a good place to invest. Third, I think regarding managed farmland. See, the market trend is people are investing and people who are people like us, right? They're able to sell and find a buyer. Somehow I have not put up my hand in that one. See, anywhere, if I won't put my money, I won't sell the product. So I know the managed farmland is the current trend for last 2-3 years. People are buying it and they made money also. I am a very risk averse person. I first look that my prime capital should be safe. पैसा आया नहीं आया चलेगा मेरे को, right? Loss नहीं होना चाहिए. So with managed farmland, what happens? You buy quite far from the city. When the developer buy the land, it is much cheaper rate. When they sell, we count it per square feet. तो हमको सस्ता लगता है. But if you convert to the per acre, then it becomes very expensive. So I don't know, honestly speaking, will you be able to make money or not? If it's for your lifestyle, then it's different discount altogether.
But those managed farmland also have a benefit of any agri income, any plantation that you do, say mango or coffee or anything. Is that anything worthwhile considering land appreciation plus the income? Um,
So I personally thought that way 30 years back. There was a company called Anubhav Plantation that they would plant take wood. So I put my money and neither I got the land nor the tree. Right? These things are easier said than done. If somebody can really do it, it's a gold mine. If somebody can execute it well, right? Then yes, it's a very, very good business to invest and do both the side. But the issue is here basically the mindset is to make quick money, sell the land and come out of it, right? Nobody wants to have that headache to manage the farmland. to grow the tree, plantation, get the out of it, right? If someone comes with the right intent and thinks long term, it's a very good place to invest.
Got it. Thanks. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, I think Sanvi was raising her next.
Yeah, hi. This is Amit here. I'm just using different account. So
Okay.
my question was on to the northwest of the Bangalore, especially around Neelmangala area. Of late, we are hearing news that the new airport that government is planning is coming somewhere in that area. Plus the Keys City or whatever it's called, which comprises of knowledge and industrial zone that is coming up there. And then government is also planning to shift the industries out of Peenya towards Tumkur, pushing them to go towards Tumkur. So to me, it looks like the next area to focus on the government is that area. What is your opinion about this?
Agree. Both that area and hospital area, both, yes. If you can
Okay,
buy
so
the
does
land
it?
on those two area, it's worthwhile.
Okay. So, but it is still very outside. I mean, it's still a very less developed area. I mean,
Yeah, but
maybe
look at the price,
beyond.
much cheaper price, right? Because less developed. So this is where the money
Right.
comes to. Less developed, you can apply strategically what is future growth holds, right? It's
Mhm.
less developed, the price is low. For 2-3 years, will you get the price? Answer is no.
So how
Once it,
long is the horizon should I keep or should anyone keep if we are investing in that area to get a.
anytime you buy a land, one, you should have a spare money because there's no rental income. You should keep in 5 to 10 year always. I've
Sir,
seen
coming,
land prices going up by 10 times actually.
sir, I in the past there was the same kind of a story associated with Hosur, and people have lot of my friends have invested in Hosur, looking at the prospects and all, but they have not got any gains out of their investments. So, what do you think between Hosur and Neelmangala and the areas that are being discussed about?
So actually, when Sapna was asking about those two area, I missed Hosur. I was about to say that. I'm glad you asked this question. See, I don't know where your friends bought actually, but it's a pretty good buy to buy, and the property price is also appreciated. See, suppose I'll give you an example. I think Amit was asking about then buying the managing farmland project, right? See, if farmland project is already highly appreciated, paying high price, you won't make any money out of it. But if you can buy the land at the market price in Hosur area, the price is appreciated. And Tamil Nadu government also planning for airport in that area. These 2-3 years are pretty good actually. I think Sanvi had a question. Are you done, Sanvi?
Yeah. So just one last thing. So how, suppose if I put a money in the Neelmangala area today, I know that you cannot, I mean, nobody can predict what's going to come in future, but generally speaking, how much your opinion would be in appreciation in next 5 years or so?
I'm assuming whatever I've seen in the past, at least twice, minimum twice, it could go 2 to 4x. A lot of land developer I know personally, right? They're buying in that area.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
So this is where the big money is going actually.
Okay. Thanks.
I think TVS Siva, please go ahead.
Good morning, Manojji.
Good morning.
Thank you for this very wonderful and useful webinar. I want to know, or I heard that to say the rainfall and the climate in North Bangalore is quite different from South Bangalore. It is not as attractive, as pleasant in South Bangalore. Is it right? As well as underground water levels.
I don't know much about those two things basically, so I won't comment. I stay in East Bangalore. Here water quality is a problem, but I see that problem across India. So I tell people when they come for investment, traffic and water, those two problems will remain with you as long as you are in India, in a metro cities. But yeah, but these problems are solvable problem actually, both traffic and water worry.
I too feel, as you said, Say, water will be problem if not today, tomorrow. Say, today the water level may be good. Tomorrow it will exhaust. So because we go on depleting without going for water harvesting. Say, but as far as climate is concerned, I understand that and the rainfall also. See, South Bangalore is better than North Bangalore.
Agree.
Yes.
See, South Bangalore is real Bangalore.
Yes.
But South Bangalore, see, if you want to live like king size, go to South Bangalore. South Bangalore, if you look at the price, right, not everybody can afford it. And it's to live a good life, not for investment purpose. When you look at North Bangalore, price is much cheaper compared to South Bangalore. So if I took an investment, I would go for North Bangalore. If I have to stay, buy a house of my own, I'll stay in South Bangalore. So two different things altogether.
Of course, it is nearer to the airport, but at the same time, it is far away from Majestic for commuting to other places like Tumkur or North Bangalore, etc. And at the same time, it is away from Majestic where the railway station is situated. Of course, Yelahanka is also developing. Some of the trains are starting from Yelahanka now. But at the same time, train connectivity is better in South Bangalore, or it is nearer to Majestic as compared to, particularly when you look at Hebbal traffic, it is very horrible. I don't know how and when it will improve.
So see what I have noticed actually, I've been a global traveler in the past. Okay, anytime a new infrastructure is getting developed, right, that appreciates more compared to the older areas. See, if you look at South Bangalore, Majestic area, right, roads are not that wide, and it cannot make wider also, not possible. It's very congested. If you look at North Bangalore, from day one, roads are much wider.
Of course, it is a
Correct?
planned city.
It's a planned city. Plus, if you look at the apartment complex builder coming up also, right, they're making huge apartment complexes. So people would prefer to stay in that area in the long run over to the old cities basically. If you look at Delhi, right, New Delhi is more expensive than Delhi. Correct? If you look at New Bombay now, still like getting developed, it's getting much appreciation now compared to Old Bombay. Old Bombay prices stuck, but New Bombay is still appreciating. Same thing, I was in Guwahati last week. The new Guwahati is getting premium price compared to old Guwahati. So same way I feel North Bangalore in the long run appreciate better than South Bangalore. But still that will take quite some time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Jinendra, please go ahead.
Thank you, Manoj sir, for educating us. Really nice information. Sir, I have one question. I have one apartment in South Bangalore and I was thinking to sell it off and invest into land in Hoskote area. Is that a right decision?
Yes,
What do you think?
in my opinion.
And sir, one follow-up question is, if I want to buy land, this is first time I will be buying a land. So in order to have that journey smooth with any headache of legal issues coming up later, what will your advice and whether you give any service in that area? That would also be very useful for us.
So I'll tell you the reason we don't give service in the land part. I don't have the legal expertise. I say I'm always worried about my own money, and so is the buyer's money, right? If you know somebody local in Bangalore, or local in that area personally, I can recommend some good lawyers, but I don't have that kind of a contact in Bangalore actually. That was, even though I recommend people to buy land, I have not personally been able to buy any land in Bangalore. Correct?
Oh,
So
yes,
if I cannot buy it for myself, so that means I'm like not the right person to help you get a land. But it's a good investment. Answer is yes. See, you look at the apartment, right? You're getting rental in of 2-3%.
correct.
If you look at the appreciation, say 5% historically, right? 5
Correct.
plus 3, 8%. Correct? So
Yes.
if you are 30-year-old, limited money, go with an apartment, take a bank home loan, right? So that you have some equity from your pocket and took the bank loan, rental income plus tax savings by the government. It's a good investment. Up to a time when you paid the loan off, everything, I've got money, better to sell the apartment and invest in the land basically. Even you can buy BDA land also. If you buy in Kengari area, right? Mysore Road, all those places also, right? Anytime you buy a BDA land, it's a safe investment, legally clear, and it will maintain national chance will appreciate. Very, very rare. median doesn't appreciate.
Understood, sir. Just one last question from my side. So typically, some builders also offer land in the gated community, like a plots in the gated community. Is that a good option to go with, sir?
It's a good investment if you want to stay there, good life, good infrastructure, enjoy the amenities, correct? Investment wise, I'm expecting. See, again, coming back to the managed farmed example. If assume the builder has bought the property at the rate of 500 rupees per square feet when he was
Correct.
building by then, right? Now, to develop that area, he has to leave half of the area to the roads and infrastructure. So his
Correct.
cost has become now 1000 rupees.
Correct.
Then it takes 3-4 years. If you look at the interest income, it's become 500 rupees, so 1500.
Correct.
Then is to make profit also, right? So
Correct.
minimum who would sell for 5 times more to make some money out of it, right? So things which was 500 is costing you 2500 rupees.
Understood.
If you have got connection, buy the land where builder is buying nearby, correct? So that's a good investment.
Thank you, Manoj, sir.
Yeah. Mr. Ravi Shankar, please go ahead.
Sir, you said for rental income, commercials are better, commercial property is better. But can you suggest, can you discuss about the REITs that are available in the Bangalore city?
No, can you please repeat the question?
You suggested that commercial properties are better for rental income than residential properties.
Yes.
But there are, well, I understand there are some REITs also available in REITs, Real Estate Investment Trusts, which are available in Bangalore. And similarly, can you also suggest any this collective investment schemes kind of a thing which are available in real estate? Can you discuss on those two issues?
So regarding REIT, there are not too many options to the currently, hardly there are 3 REITs in my opinion. Like Embassy has one, right? So one more in Mumbai. So REIT is a good investment, but my only cause of concern for the timing, it's a maybe after a year or two, I would definitely go with REIT in India. So see, historically, builders are perceived as a corrupt guys with lot of political connection, cash money, right? Those things in last 2, 3, 4 years is going away. I have seen white money, good people coming, good builder coming, right? So REIT has come up that way. Still, there are rooms, of manipulating fund. But with good groups like Embassy, I see like it's a good investment. But for the timing, I would stay away. Maybe for a year and two now, when things get better, rules are in place, I would open with REIT. Second part is there is a company like Starta, Vicex, PropShare, right? They come out with a collective investment. And now SEBI has come out with the regulations for them as well. They call it SM REIT. I think PropShare and what do you call one more company, startup. They both could reach rate approval. Vicex could get any point of time, and lot more has in the pipeline also. So, in my opinion, that's a safe and good investment because you know in SM REIT which property you are buying basically. It's like if you look at the rate by the Embassy, it's like buying a mutual fund. For a small time player like SM REIT, you are buying the actual stock. So I have personally invested in startup properties plus Vicex one. I bought one in Balandur, Western Tech Park. So initially we paid 25 lakh rupees and the rental was I think 7-8%. And we bought during Corona time frame. So the price was also low and rental also low. Now in last 2 years, prices appreciated and rent also gone up. Now the downside of the commercial investment, it's a long-term lease with the tenant. And I think it's a 9-year lease. So even though the rental yield has gone up in that area, I am not getting advantage of the rental yield right now. I will get advantage only after 9 years. Still, it's a good return because when you invest money in land or commercial, you should have a horizon of 5 to 10 years minimum. So 10 down the line, when the property gets vacated, right, and rental price will shoot up, so the price of the property also go up. This is where people make money in commercial real estate. You have to wait 5 to 10 years. So for this, you can contact us. Right now, we don't have anything which we recommend, but every now and then you will have something where we recommend basically. And I also put my money there because it's safe investment. But rental, see, one more thing, when it's safe investment, low risk means low reward also. So typically you get 7-8% rental income, 5% appreciation, so 12% on average. And if luck favors you after 10 years, another 2-3% more on an annualized basis. Thank you. Anybody
Thank you,
else?
sir.
Pooja, in the meantime, we will go to the next slide. So this is important to understand this current slide, no? Sarjapur, HSR, Whitefield, right? All East Bangalore. Supply has gone up. We all know pure basic economics, right? Supply and demand. Supplies has gone up and price has gone up significantly. Will the price sustain? Anybody's guess. Look at the result of the Purvankara, right? Only 2% hike compared to last year. So finally, market is getting stabilized basically.
There's one more question in chat. What is your opinion on Lodha offers of land in Goa? Is it worth the investment?
See, I have attended their presentation. I liked it actually a lot. But since I'm in Bangalore, it's very difficult for me to comment on Goa. But only thing, my cause of concern in case of Goa right now is whatever news I have read, right? I don't know it's a fake or true also, but whatever little bit I've put together, the number of foreign tourists coming to Goa is on the decline gradually since last 4 or 5 years. So this property is sold purely as an investment tool for the rental income that tourists will come and they stay. So if this decline happens, right, so it's a cause of concern. See, my only thing here is basically to all the investors on the call, right? When you buy a real estate, it's not a small amount of money, it's huge investment. Why to take even a single-sided chance where you have cause of concern? That's why I stayed away and did not market their project. Lodha is a builder, very, very good. Project wise, very, very good. It's just that your intent to buy, you want to stay there, have a good life, go for it. Very, very good price, very, very good location. Like whatever you can think of what they promised, what I've seen in case of this top builder, they deliver. Right? Look at Prestige, look at Purankara, Soba, Brigade, Lodha, Godrej, right? What I've seen last 4, 5, 6 years, whatever they promised, they deliver. If you look at 10 years back, the builder will, get away with a lot of these things. But now they try to build a name for themselves. So that perspective answer is yes. At this price, look at if it's investment purpose, I will be cautious. For honesty, answer is yes. I think Pooja, we are done. There are no more questions. I would like to thank everyone actually for coming to make my Sunday these things, and I'm also happy that I'm able to answer some of your questions. And a lot of those question answer was more on the prediction side as well. So it's God's grace basically, right? Whatever we do with the right intent, I strongly believe that if the intent has to be right, and you should have the proper knowledge. So I'm experienced enough, plus intent is also right to help you. And it is God willing basically, whatever I said, come out to be true. So thank you all, and thanks Pooja also to make it happen.
We have one last question from
Sure.
Mr. Sanket. I guess we can take that.
Okay.
Sorry, Mr. Saket Jalan. Can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, can I also ask?
Yeah, please. Go ahead, Saket.
Yeah, you go ahead, then I will ask. Okay. The other person wanted to ask first. He can go ahead.
No. After you.
Okay. My question is very different, but definitely it is related to the real estate. We see a lot of reward points when we make the payment for the air tickets or for clothing buy from the different e-commerce website or quick commerce website or XYZ. But when we make the payment, for the rentals, we are always angry. We are not getting rewarded on that. So, any idea like if any ecosystem can be built, or is there any company who rewards, we make you give the reward point when you are paying the rental also? It can be as less as 100 rupees when you're making a lakh of rupees of rental. So yeah,
So
a different question.
Yes, so no, Saket, it's a very interesting question actually. I forgot the name of the promoter, but I think it's an Indian guy in America. He has launched a similar company actually. So what they do is, I think hardly 2, 3 year, 4 year old company. What they do, they reward the tenant with the points in the home buying, in the EMI, if they stay for so long, right? So that company with that model already started in US and successful as well. Now, will the same model works in India? I doubt it for the time being. The reason being the high cost of transaction of the credit card. See, US culture is everybody pays for debit and credit card, automatic payment, right? Cost is built in. Here, with the Indian consumer and the businessman also, right? Cost of the credit card is not built in the cost basically. So if you look at the e-commerce website, you pay via credit card. The what do you call Visa or Mastercard, right? They make a killing out of it. But if you go to normal store, they avoid credit card. Simple reason, because they have to pay the service fee to those guys, right? So for the timing, I doubt it. And plus in India, UPI is free. You can make the same amount online as well, right? So plus one more, the bigger reason in working in US, the entire apartment complex is owned by a company there actually, not like India. Here, each person will have a second, third home. Where it's more like the entire community, the complex is owned by the company itself. The company called Camden. They own, I think, around $6 billion of assets in the entire US, most important part of the US. So that model will take some time.
Manoj, I want to share one point in this regard. There's then one app called No Brokerhood. It says there is 1,000 rupees cashback for the rent payment. In our society, we use No Brokerhood app.
So there is a saying in Hindi, हाथी के दांत खाने के कुछ और होते हैं, दिखाने के कुछ और. Right? So anytime such a, my strongly believe in life, if something is out of the box, think again, right? So if you make the payment through credit card, correct? They are making 2% out of it. Anybody who is over in the back end working on it, right? What is cashback? Is it 2%? Answer is no. If somebody has to pay rent of 50,000 rupees and have to pay 2% transaction charge, 1,000 is gone, right? And if I'm giving you 1,000 cashback, it's a breakable. But once I develop that habit of paying by credit card, right? That habit will remain with me. In the future, offer will be gone, but I keep on incurring the extra loss of 1,000 rupees.
Yes.
So if there's a hidden cost behind it, look into it. Otherwise, there's no such thing called free lunch. Go ahead, Dolly.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Dolly, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Manoj.
Vila ki Rani, Dolly is Rani.
Yes.
Manoj, I got one query. See, all the recordings available?
Just 1 second. Let Dolly finish. Yeah.
Manoj, I didn't know that you could speak so well about real estate. I'm really amazed with your session. And I wish we could have more of it. Yeah.
Thank you.
And would love to be a part of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks. Go ahead, TBS.
Manoj, are recordings available? Are the recordings of these webinars available?
Yes. We'll make it available. We'll share the link also.
Please.
So going forward, I have got one more question.
Amit, 1 second. Amit, I think Mr. RD is waiting. Let me answer this question, then I'll come to you.
Sure.
Sir, one small observation rather. See, in the recent budget, last budget, when the income tax structure was simplified, this benefit of ATC is being removed. So earlier when I take a loan and pay, that installment also was eligible for ATC deduction. Right. So with the deduction, the removing of the such income tax incentives, what is the impact of this in the real estate market? That was what I wanted to check.
So we covered this session actually, I think last month or last to last month. So in my opinion, the new ruling, this 12.5% capital gain tax of 20 with the benefit, it does not go well for the consumer actually, for the investors. So the old
so what you are speaking about capital gains when I sell it, but if I take a loan and buy a apartment, that installment also is considered for ATC deduction, along with NSC and all that, PF and all that. No, so now that is gone. So to that extent, no, by taking a loan and buying a house, that incentive is less. That is what
I'm not aware of that, but see, if you are taking a loan, then you are paying interest, right? So
interest is definitely deductible. Sir. Interest is definitely deductible.
Yes.
Whereas the installment also we had a benefit earlier, or ATC.
Okay, no, I'm not aware of that part actually. Or maybe because of ATC, so many other options are available, right? I never exercised this option.
Okay.
But I'll check on this one definitely. Good question. Okay. Mr. JG, please go ahead.
Yeah. Manoj sir, I have one question. I have some industrial land which I'm holding for last 15 years, which I am planning to sell recently. Now that has appreciated like 15 times. I bought at X, now it is 15x. Now question is, if that amount, if I buy another land or another house, will it be taxable? First of all, this 15x amount which I am getting, will it be taxable? And if not, I mean, can I invest and avoid the tax?
No, not the right person to answer this question. I'll connect you with my chartered accountant. You can talk to him directly, but I can share my opinion. So whatever little I know about the taxation part, if you sell one land, buy another one, then you can avoid capital gain tax.
Okay.
But I'm not the right person to answer this question. But definitely, Pooja, write down the name number on the offline, and we can connect with Himanshu. Go ahead, Amit. I interrupted your time. You had some questions or comment, right?
Yeah, there is a new pocket which I see emerging going forward. That is assisted living.
Yes.
So, do you have any understanding about the same, and can we have your insight on that?
Very popular concept and very like sought after in US, and I think it will catch up in India very fast.
Yeah, that is what I also feel, and that's why I'm calling it as a
huge opportunity. Yes, I still feel huge opportunity in this space for the builder. But as a consumer, I don't know how we'll make money out of it actually. For the builder, for the developer, right? The service provider, it's an excellent opportunity. If they're in the stock market, you can buy the stock. But buying the property itself, I don't know how it will benefit you. What's my point?
So
see, Google is a good investment if you buy the stock market, right?
Yeah, that's a deep pocket gain, you mean to say.
Yes. So for builder, anybody like healthcare, wellness, right? Part of the ecosystem, they'll make money out of it. So this is where land comes into picture. All those places will need land, right? True. Far from the city. Right? Agriculture or area, right? This is where they'll make money out of it. And go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. JG sir, you answered the question already, or you have some other question?
No, sir, you answered. I will take it back, sorry.
Yeah. Dolly, you have any more questions?
I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, so I guess would have already covered, but I joined late. So the way market is going right now, earlier people thought that is giving a lot of returns. I do not know how it is going to behave. But with your experience, what do you think is the likelihood of this sustaining the kind of growth for real estate going forward?
I am cautious.
Okay.
I've been cautious for last 6 months actually. And that's what I have put up enough data also in the slides.
Right.
That if you look at the trend of the data, right, the kind of inquiry which we get.
Right.
Correct? So I don't think it will sustain actually. See, the price may remain stable, but growth part, I am very, very cautious.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thanks. Because for me, I'm not an expert, but you are experienced and expert, so I thought of asking you.
So compliment coming from KK is a big thing for me. You are an expert in a different domain. That's why we always need your help and guidance.
Anytime.
Yep. And Dolly, have any other question? We'll take those last two questions, Dolly and Sanvi, then we are done for today. Huh? And Dolly, any questions, comment? I guess no. Sanvi?
No, Dolly is muted. I think she wants to say something.
Okay.
So, Mr. Manoj, I have a suggestion. I specialize in lands, and we have a
There's an echo, Dolly. There's an echo on your voice actually.
Okay.
Still there.
So probably you can switch off the speakers and then speak.
Or you can type it on the chat box.
Okay, fine. I'll connect with you offline.
Sure. Go ahead, Sanvi or Amit, the last person.
Yeah, hi, sir. So I have a bit of a bit different question. And this comes from what I'm hearing. In certain areas in India, the real estate market is heavily influenced by black money. Basically, people putting in
Yes.
cash, and then when the price appreciates, then they take out and put into another place. And that influences the market a lot. I mean, that basically hits the person who is actually wants to live it there with white money. So how do you see Bangalore market? Is it a similar market or is it different?
So see, we don't do much land deals. We are primarily into the secondary sale property management. So we do prime builder, prime location, right? So and fortunately, this Bangalore market is purely IT jobs, right? So pure white money. There are hardly any deal happens in Bangalore in cash. See, second one more thing here also. If you look at the government guidance value in Bangalore and the market price, so both are at par. So even if somebody wants to, they cannot do a cash deal, right? Cash deal happens remote areas, say 30, 40 kilometers away from Bangalore. The land, right? Government price is say 500 rupees. Market is 2000 rupees. There is a scope for cash opportunity. And this rate happens also. In case of apartment, very rare. Land, main market, very rare. Little bit far away, it happens.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Pooja, over to you.
Yeah. So thank you so much everyone for joining us today, and a special thank you to Mr. Manoj Agarwal for sharing his expertise. This webinar is part of our ongoing initiative to educate and empower you in making the right real estate choices. And before we wrap up, we would love to hear your thoughts. So we'll be sending a very short feedback form after the webinar. So if you have any topics that you would like to cover in future webinars, or if you'd like your friends or family members to be notified about our upcoming events, please mention them in the feedback form. And if you found this session helpful and want to stay informed about any updates from Agarwal Estates, please do follow us on our social media channels. So thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thanks,
everyone.
Pooja.
Yeah.
Thank you, Manoj. Pooja.
Yeah, thank you.
Pooja, can you please share
Yes.
the recordings of this?
Thank you.
Sure. I'll share the recording.